Hello, my friends. It's Jory with the Blissful Knowing, numerologist, intuitive counselor, and happiness coach, here with a huge, massive energy report because we have shifted energies, and also here with what I'm still calling weekly guidance, even though I'm coming on about once or twice a month this year. That's okay. We're going to continue calling it weekly guidance. The guidance is all that matters. So, I feel extremely mellow today, and that is indicative of the shift in energy. It's a dramatic shift, especially if you're to compare the energy I had in our last live stream, which was very fast-paced and rushed. We've shifted into a 6 energy from double 5, which is much more like molasses. It's much slower, it's much more grounded, it's much more centered. So fortunately, the universe conspired in my favor, and today my son is staying after school later than usual, which allowed me to get ready at a slower pace to get on here, and is allowing me a lot more time to talk to you about the new energy compared to the contrast we had last month, September 3rd, when I was trying to squeeze everything in within 20 minutes, which felt like a nearly impossible task. Anyway, Cheryl's feeling the sleepy. Yes, it's the energy to me feels like molasses. It feels like slow like molasses, but there are a lot of other factors that are creating a very dramatic shift, and I'm super excited to talk to you guys about it. There's so much to say. I kept thinking I really need to make a list, but my higher self kept piping in and saying, nope, we got you. We'll make sure you cover everything you need to say, and anything you don't say wasn't relevant for today. So I'm going to stick with that. Let me talk to you quickly about the cards that we're going to do and start shuffling, and then we will go right into our energy report. Hi, Erica. It's so funny because I'm observing how slowly I'm talking compared to last time, and I think it's kind of funny. All right, so what we're going to do, which we always do, but a refresher for you all. Oh, where are my cards? Oh, no. Hold on, guys. See, slow is how we go, but it's getting you all on here, which is great. I'm going to have to open up a new deck because I left my display deck in the other room when I had a maintenance man come over here yesterday. And I said, I'm going to pull a card for you. It was really funny. He's like, oh, I don't know about that. And I said, no, it's all positive messages. He says, I'm a little afraid of what the card's going to say. I said, no, I only do positive messages. I said, it's like fortune cookies. And he said, oh, I give those to my kids. But he let me pull a card, and it was a great card, and I was happy to give him an uplifting message. So what we're going to do is 4 cards from my Blissful Knowing Inner Guidance cards. What we have, what we want, we're doing a quick sneak peek, what we need, and what we get. So that was just my little mini preview. That's not our actual cards, but I always find that there is relevance in my little sneak peek messages. We're going to do those 4 cards from the Blissful Knowing Inner Guidance cards. And all these decks are personally created by me, available on theblissfulknowing.com. We're going to be doing our Blessing to Remember card from my Zen Blossoms Flowering Intuition cards. Ooh, magic. I love this card. This is a fuchsia flower, and it looks like a little fairy, a magical fairy, so that's why I picked magic. And our Challenge to Embrace from my Love is Everywhere Hearts and Nature cards, also called the Follow Your Heart Meditation cards. Oh, the Peace card. I love that. Oh, so perfect. Okay, so I'm going to start shuffling. It is a little overwhelming to think about how much I want to share with you because there is a lot to discuss, and overwhelm is one of the the feelings we might be feeling in the 6 energy that we have. It can feel a little overextended and overwhelmed. So let's go back and talk about September a little bit while I shuffle. September's energies were 9 and 5. 9 being endings, conclusions, letting go, bigger pictures, enlightenment, selfless service, humanitarianism. 5 being breaking free, freedom and change. We're in a 5-year, 2021 is a 5-year, so we have themes of 5 all year, change and freedom, excitement, adventure. 5 is very exhilarating, and because we're in a 5-month of a 5-year, 5 is very fast-paced. It can feel very chaotic, sometimes dramatic. Maybe you feel the difference today. I'm missing some of that exhilarating, invigorating 5, fast-paced 5 energy, because it is an aerobic number. So it gives you, it's very energizing. I am a 5 life path, so I still have it in me. I do, but I was thinking, gosh, maybe I should change my house energy with my house vibration chart. I offer those on theblissfulknowing.com to 5 today, because I needed that energy. I missed it. So anyway, 5 being a very fast-paced, exhilarating energy, and now we're moving into 6, like I said, which is much more grounded and settled. So if you think of 5 energy as being inside a snow globe that somebody's just shaken up, there's just so much going on around you, chaos, and a lot of stimulation to attract your attention. Kind of like having a lot of balls in the air, juggling. So 6 to me feels like everything in that snow globe has settled down. And the beauty of 6, which is the energy that we shifted into today, along with 10, and I'll be talking about that in a minute, is that it is the energy of the heart. So I feel like I had all of this energy swirling around me, every which way. Fun here, fun there, let's go there, let's do this. Woo, woo, woo. So much to think about, very fickle energy. Do I want to do this? Do I want to do this? I keep changing my mind. Now, all of that energy has congealed and is brought down and is centering in my heart. And again, if you watched last month's live stream, September 3rd, and you compare that energy to my energy today, you can really get an illustration of how much more grounded and centered the energy is. Hi, Sandra. I didn't even get to say hi to any of you. I've got so much on my mind as far as telling you. Hi, everybody. So, we were in an energy in September of letting go in order to break free. What did we need to let go of in order to break free? And also the 9 being a very empathetic and compassionate energy. How can I see this other person's perspective? How can I have compassion? And how can I allow you to be you and love you unconditionally, and still be myself too, but without judgment? 9 is very much about an enlightened perspective without judgment. It has compassion and unconditional love and brotherhood. So, letting go to break free, whether that was letting go of clutter, letting go of beliefs, letting go of limiting perspectives, letting go of lifestyles, certain lifestyles that maybe were not healthy for you, letting go of a certain phase in your life. We are now entering into 1 energy and 6 energy, 1 actually coming from October's 10 energy. And to me, even though 1 is about new beginnings, because numerology goes in cycles of 9, this is not a typical 1. This is a 10. We're taking it to the next level. So we're not starting over. We're taking everything that we've learned from the past 9 months, and we're building on that to upgrade, to take things to a higher plateau in our lives. I don't even want to use the word plateau. So the 10 energy of October is always very exciting, because 1 represents new beginnings and 0 represents infinite potential. 0 being the seed. It's shaped like a seed. It contains everything it needs, a seed does, within itself to manifest its full self-actualization, its full fruition into, if you want to take the acorn as an example, the acorn has everything it needs to become the oak tree. So the 0 is about wholeness, and the 0 is about infinite potential and having everything you need. So we've got new beginnings with infinite potential, which is always exciting and always feels very fresh. especially if you had conclusions in the 9 energy and if you did do some letting go. I want to mention some astrology things really quickly. We recently had a Pisces full moon on Monday, September 20th. Pisces is the final sign of the zodiac, and the full moon was at the anaretic degree of 29 degrees of Pisces. So the last degree of the sign of the last sign of the zodiac. So there was a lot of finality there, a lot of endings. Full moon is always about letting go. So it's time to really, really start new, but again, building on what you already have. These cards are going so slow because they're giving me a big opportunity to talk. We also have 6 planets in retrograde right now. We just had Mercury go into retrograde. We had a 3-week shadow period through a lot of September, but Mercury did just go retrograde a few days ago. I think it was Sunday. So that's slowing the energy down too. And with 6 planets in retrograde, it is a time, it's a slower time, it's a more introspective time. However, October not only brings the new beginning energy, 4 planets will be going direct throughout October. Pluto, Jupiter, Saturn, and Mercury. Mercury will be going direct, I think it's October 18th. So we should start to feel more forward moving momentum, more outward. We're in a kind of a contraction phase right now, an inner reflective stage. And I know a lot of people who do the kind of work I do, where they're in the do public things, have been sort of taking time off. This 5 years has been about taking time off, and so they haven't been on as much, and they've been going more within and reflective like I have. Anyway, I feel like I need to smile because I'm so serious, so grounded, and these cards are not coming out. Anyway, so what I'm really excited about is the combination of 1 and 6, but I didn't really talk about 6, so let me go into that. The 6 energy not only is about being in the heart, it's the energy of love, family, responsibilities, service to others, healing, community, the home, nurturing, artistic. The 1 energy is about the self, about being a leader, about being true to yourself, about being authentic, not just about new beginnings. So, oh, there goes my card finally. I absolutely love this combination. I have a lot of these numbers in my chart, so I can totally relate to their energies. 1 and 6, 1, the self, 6, love. Self-love. Focusing on doing what's important to you, loving yourself, accepting yourself, discovering yourself, which I love helping people do with numerology. That's what helped me discover and love myself. I just had a really good thought and I lost it, so now I'm a little frazzled. 1 being about giving to the self, but 6 being about serving others. So you're wanting to find balance between taking care of your own needs while also taking care of others. And we are now in Libra season, which is about relationships. It is about finding balance. So 1 and 6 is definitely about finding balance. 1, again, being about the me and the self, and 6 about being responsible. I like to call the 1-6 combination being me-sponsible. So I am responsible for me. I am responsible for my caring for myself, for my own healing, 6 being the healing, 1 being the self. I am responsible for my own healing. 6, because it wants so much to give to others and has to learn to stay balanced between its giving and receiving. It can get overextended. So 1 is asking you to create healthy boundaries in your life so that you don't overextend. You don't give too much of yourself. Your cup is still full, because remember that you cannot feed someone out of an empty cup. So you have to fill your cup first before you can help others. You have to heal yourself before you can heal others. When you heal yourself, or when you begin to heal yourself, you start on a path, on a journey where then you're able to help others who maybe are not at the stage on that path, that healing path that you are on. So you don't have to be fully healed to help another, but you do need to set the intention very clearly to begin to love yourself and want to heal yourself. And then synchronicity, which is such a beautiful thing, when you have that clear intention to love yourself and to do what's important to you, be authentic and be true to yourself, synchronicity will absolutely continue to reflect back to you self-love and support so that you can move forward on a path of self-love. Now, being that this is a huge focus, 6 in Libra with relationships, and the 1 is talking about the self, the most important relationship you will ever have is the one that you have with yourself. Because all relationships outside of the one you have with yourself stem from the relationship you have with yourself. So self-love and self-worth are the foundation of happiness and success. So it always has to come back to the one and start within. Start with yourself. I feel incredibly blessed to do the kind of work I do, the healing work that I do, sharing numerology with others so that they can really get to know themselves on a deeper level and say, oh, that's why I'm like that. I'm supposed to be this way. I can now accept myself, and I can hone in on my gifts and talents. I can give myself permission to be exactly who I'm supposed to be and give myself a break if I have these other tendencies that, like for instance, 5 is a more of a procrastinating energy. And so when I read that I'm not supposed to, but that procrastination comes with the territory, I said, okay, I'm not going to beat myself up over some of that procrastination energy. I'm going to be also self-aware of it so I can work with it and work on not procrastinating so much. So in a private session, I will have the opportunity to go over your numerology with you and really dig into who you are and also where you are in your path, which really helps too. So I feel very blessed to be able to help people get to know themselves on a deeper level so that they can love themselves. Because I've said before that self-discovery leads to self-understanding, which leads to self-acceptance. And then you're going into self-appreciation and finally self-celebration. And when you celebrate who you are, life absolutely reflects that back to you and becomes quite wonderful. I have to say, because I have been down that journey with numerology of self-discovery, leading me to really knowing myself. And when you know who you are, you can have incredibly authentic, intimate relationships because you're coming to the table knowing what works for you, knowing what matters to you, knowing how you tend to behave, which makes things a lot easier when you're trying to introduce yourself to someone or trying to create a connection with someone. So I'm here to help you to understand who you are on a deeper level. I absolutely love to have the opportunity to do that. It's a private session through the blissfulknowing.com private intuitive session. Anyway, so we've got new beginning energy, and we've got this, that's the 10, and we've got the 6 energy, which is home, family, love, romance, healing, community. So let's pair those up for a minute because this is where it gets really exciting. So taking the new and taking all the things I just listed, this month is an opportunity for new relationships, a breath of fresh air in an existing relationship, new healing as far as focusing on self-healing or finding new ways to heal yourself, or new healers, which I consider myself a healer. I also do energy healing through Reiki, finding someone new to help you heal. New home, new location. So relocating, 6 is the energy of home. And so a lot of people will relocate in their 6th year. This is a 6-month new location, new home. New community, finding your tribe. 6 wants community. We're in the Aquarian age now. Aquarius is about community. We're heading into an entire year of 6 next year. Finding your tribe. What I want to say about that, besides how healing that can be, is that until you are living authentically as you will not find the tribe you're looking for. You have to be a vibrational match to the tribe, to those people. You have to rise up in your authenticity to be a match to them. So that's where self-discovery comes in again. Sandra's saying new job. Absolutely, anything new, because we have the one energy. That's going to bring newness, and that's going to bring a focus on the self. But combining with the 6 is bringing in the heart energy and the healing energy and the community and the family and the home. So lots of opportunities for fresh things. This month, bringing that 6 energy is giving you a sneak preview of 2022, because we're going into a 6th year. So that grounded feeling, that nurturing, loving feeling, being centered in your heart, being responsible, wanting to be of service, wanting to heal your community. When we were in a 6th year, I was in a personal year of 6 in 2011, and that's when I created my group Life is Yum, Healthy Bodies, Happy Souls. And that was actually the first public thing I did on Facebook as far as a group or page, because I was on my healing journey of learning to eat clean without eating processed foods, and I wanted to create a community to share that information with. So there's an example of healing your community. Anyway, it is a dramatic shift from all of the excitement and outgoing bursts of energy we had last month with the double 5. It's definitely more grounded, but it is a calmer, I don't want to say more capable, but it does feel more capable because your energy is all sort of centered. So it's easier to have a clear intention when you don't have your energy spread so thin in all directions. You can be more laser-like focused. Hi, I can't see. Oh, Helen. Hi, Helen. It wasn't showing me the top. I had to zoom in real close. I didn't get to say hi to most of you, but I'm happy you're all here, and I appreciate your comments, and I promise I'll read them as soon as we're done here. Anyway, so it's a great opportunity right now for newness and for love and for relationships. Now, let me just quickly touch on the Mercury retrograde aspect of this, because Mercury retrograde is in the sign of Libra, being about relationships, and Mercury retrograde brings reflections on the past. It can bring up people from the past. It can have you reflecting on your past relationships. And Mercury retrograde asks you to reassess and reevaluate. So not just reflect. So what can you learn from your past relationships? Whether they were successful or not, probably, half and half. What can you learn, and what can you leave behind in the past, and what can you take with you that did work? Again, talking about healthy boundaries and knowing who you are and what's important to you. So Mercury retrograde can bring communication issues if you're having miscommunication, if you're having issues with electronics. So grateful that this is working right now, this live stream. I was nervous because I've been having such issues with the internet. I can't believe how many issues I've been having with the internet, and I thought I'll never be able to go live, but thank you, universe. All right, so I think I covered everything. The energy that you're in also in your personal month, because I've been talking about the universal energies of 1 and 6. The energy that you're feeling that's in your personal month, remember, you each get a personal year and a personal month. If you don't know what those are, I do offer that information in the 2021 personal year forecast. I'm going to be offering the 2022 personal year forecast very soon. So if you're interested in that, feel free to comment below, and I will let you know as soon as those are up on the website. The personal month you're in now, that you're shifting in for October, is the theme of your entire personal year next year. So it's really a great opportunity for you to feel into this energy and get used to it and know what it is supporting in your life, which I can help you to understand, so that you can maximize that energy, work with the energy, align with the energy instead of going against the grain of it, and really let it enhance your life. So I've been in a year of sabbatical this year, but next year is a year where it's very focused on work. So I'm preparing myself, knowing right now, okay, I need to take the time off, rejuvenate, because it's going to be a very taxing, very energy expending year next year. So I've been doing reserves of energy, taking a lot of time off. October being my 8th month, focusing on work, the 6th energy focus on healing, I am opening up my entire schedule for October to schedule private sessions with you all. to be able to help you to discover yourself or to heal yourself through loving yourself. So if you're interested in working with me, this is the month we can get you on the schedule. November's got more sabbatical energy, so I don't know how I'm going to feel then. We'll see. Anyway, let's do our cards. What we have, what we want, what we need, and what we get from the Blissful Knowing Inner Guidance cards available on my website, theblissfulknowing.com. What we have. Ooh. It's not a problem. It's a challenge. We haven't had this card in a really long time, so it's fun for me. I love variety. It's fun for me to talk about a card that we haven't talked about in a long time. Well, something fresh to chew on. Okay. It's not a problem. It's a challenge. Landon says it's his favorite card. That makes me happy. Thank you for sharing that. That's cute. And it's good to see you, Landon. I'm glad you made it live. The word problem is a label that can come with a negative connotation. Rather than looking at the situation as problematic, try changing your perception of it to a challenge instead. This simple change in wording and thinking can make the difference in how quickly and easily you are able to handle the circumstances you are feeling challenged by. Yes, definitions are everything. Definitions are everything. So, defining your situation as a challenge and not a problem absolutely opens it up to being an exciting experience. Challenges can be fun and exciting. Challenges can build confidence and ambition. It's not a problem, it's a challenge. This is what we have. So we have a challenge. And remember, we've shifted now into the 10 energy, which is a new beginning, but it's also taking things to the next level. So is there a situation in your life that is inviting you to take things to the next level? Is that your current challenge? Is healing part of your current challenge? Healing the self. Getting down to the root cause of your issue. That is what brings healing, as well as self-love. Self-love often leads you to getting to the root of the issue, and that is something that I work very diligently with my clients, especially in my emotional closet cleaning sessions, to really get to the root of the things that are creating suffering for them, the resistance that they're feeling in their lives, things that are keeping them stuck or in a negative, lower frequency that feels heavy and dense and overwhelming. Okay, so it's not a problem. It's a challenge. That's what we have. We just have challenges. We're always going to have challenges because we're always here to evolve and expand and grow. We're not here to stay stagnant, that's for sure. Especially in the 5 energy, which is a catalyst for change. We've got that all year, that 5 energy. I'm going to take a drink before I flip our next card. What we want is our second card. Oh, this is hilarious. Ground yourself. Yes, here we are in that 6 energy that feels much more settled and grounded. If you haven't commented yet, I'd love to know if you feel more settled and grounded today than you've felt for a while. Because boy, yesterday was a 5-day. Today is actually a 6-day. 1 and 6 today, the 28th. So we're feeling exactly the energies we're going to have for October. Yesterday, Monday, the 27th, had 5-9 energy of a 5-9 month. And it was very fast paced and it was very much about conclusions and letting go. Anyway, I feel more grounded. I'd like to know if you do too. What we want is to ground ourselves. Let me get that from this deck. Brand new, crispy, beautiful deck. Ground yourself. This is what we want. A practical approach can benefit you at this time. Get organized and then evaluate what action steps you can take to make progress in your endeavors. A clear focus and careful planning will assist you in accomplishing your goals. Trust that the skills and knowledge that you require will be made available to you. Allow life to reveal the next step of your journey. Okay, so We're feeling more grounded, hopefully. A clear focus and careful planning. I hope you're feeling more focused because we don't have so much that 5 energy that's very distracting around us. We can be more focused and centered. Making progress in your endeavors. As I said, we're taking things to the level of 10 from 9, September to October, to the next level. So we're going to want to make progress. It has ambitious energy. We're going to want to make progress. And we have to trust that life is going to reveal the next step of our journey because, as I mentioned earlier, positive synchronicity, and there's such a thing as negative synchronicity too. But when you set the intention to make progress in your life, the synchronicity reveals itself. The next step reveals itself. The support and the love reveal themselves. Let's see. It's a little, let's see. Some of these displays are a little bent, so the cards might not be perfect. And also one is perfectionism. That's one of the side effects of the one energy. So it's also can be ego. So having some more of that perfectionism show up for me. I do have some one energy in my chart also. Okay, so what do we need? This is our advice card. Oh, detoxify your life. Now this is part of healing. Recognizing what isn't healthy for you. Oops, let me get the version that I can read more clearly. This particular card has the most text on it, and my vision is not what it used to be. So I need all the help I can get. Let me get a clear, crisp card here. Harmful substances and lifestyles inhibit your body's ability to maintain its natural state of well-being. Negative people and thoughts can have the same detrimental effect. Be honest with yourself about what or who you are better off without. Switch to natural household products. Remove old contacts from your email address book. And reduce your intake of sugar, caffeine, and alcohol. Let go of the negative beliefs that are blocking your ability to move forward. Even one small step will inspire movement in the right direction. A healthier, happier version of you awaits. Small changes can lead to big rewards. There is so much that I want to say about what I just read, so I'm going to kind of sift through and go back. First, I want to say that even one small step will inspire movement in the right direction. That was what I was referring to earlier, is when you set an intention to love yourself, to care for yourself, to heal yourself, to appreciate yourself, to get to know yourself. The universe will conspire in your favor. It's always there to support you. It's always conspiring in your favor, but you're aligning with the universe's intentions to give you everything that will fulfill you. So you take one step, the universe will come to you, towards you, with the next action step. It will continue to guide you in the direction of your desires, of your preferences, of your intentions to love yourself and care for yourself and to heal. So, harmful substances and lifestyles inhibit your body's ability to maintain its natural state of well-being. Our bodies have a natural state of well-being. They have a divine intelligence. They know how to your body knows how to bring itself into balance, but you have to support that by making sure you're balanced, you're emotionally balanced, you're mentally balanced. I can help you with that. Negative people and thoughts can have the same detrimental effect. So this 9 energy and this 5 energy that we had all of September, letting go to break free, seeing the bigger picture of things. What did you see if you zoom out in your life that could help you to let go? What do I need to let go of? What is not serving me? What will bring me more freedom? Be honest with yourself about who or what you are better off without. So this comes back to the one energy of the self. Truly getting to know yourself. What do I value? What's important to me? What resonates with me? Who resonates with me? when you are operating at your true core frequency, it's very easy to see clearly what is a match to you and what isn't. You can feel it. You feel a vibrational discord with things that are not a match to you. But if you are lowering your frequency to match others, you're going to feel heavy. And you're not going to realize, unless you recognize the heaviness, you're not going to realize that they aren't serving you. You need to pull back and zoom out. So that's where it comes. Be honest with yourself. The one is asking you to take a look, go within and ask yourself, what's important to me? What am I all about? What do I value? What do I really want? Switch to natural household products. I could go on and do a whole live stream about that because I'm so passionate about that. Toxic chemicals that are neurotoxins that are affecting your intuitive pathways, that are fogging your brain so you're not able to clearly receive your inner guidance. Windex, Tide, every dryer sheet and fabric softener. I could go on and on. Toxic shampoos, toxic soaps, synthetic fragrances. They're all fucking up your mind. They're fucking up your mind, and they're actually creating asthma, allergies, eczema, migraines. A lot of people still don't realize that what they're putting into their body gets absorbed into their body. Your skin is the largest organ on your body. Everything goes through into your bloodstream. Everything goes in and affects you. So the first thing I ever did before I started doing my intuitive spiritual work was I had to get clean, as I mentioned, with the Life is Yum Healthy Bodies, Happy Souls group. I had to remove all of the toxic shampoos and lotions and makeup and processed foods. And then my intuitive pathways opened up. And that is when the guidance came through, pouring through so strongly, leading me on my path to fulfillment and to full self-actualization and doing the work that I'm doing now. So it does start there. Healing starts there. Fulfillment starts there. Personal health. That's what the energies are about. 1, personal. 6, health. Healing. Nurturing yourself. Nourishing yourself with healthy food, pure food. Things that are of the earth. So, let go of the negative beliefs that are blocking your ability to move forward. This is where I'm so grateful again to be able to do the work that I do, because I consider myself a belief specialist, and I kind of smile every time I say that. But it's often very difficult to recognize your subconscious beliefs because you're not conscious of them. That's why they're subconscious. So I've been given the gift to be able to have a very bright flashlight that can shine a light into the darkness, into the subconscious, with the help of your higher self and your guides, to be able to recognize where you have hidden false beliefs or limiting beliefs or resistant beliefs within you. That is a process that we do together through something I call the emotional closet cleaning, which is on my website, theblissfulknowing.com. If you were to click book a session, it would pop up. Emotional closet cleaning will release the negative beliefs that are blocking your ability to move forward. That's what we do. It can be one of the most life-changing, life-enhancing things that you ever do. And it, to me, is the most powerful life-saving, I'm actually going to use that word, life-saving tools in my life that I've ever come across. I don't know who I would be or where I would be if I didn't have this tool, this technique that I use constantly to keep my frequency high and be operating from my true core frequency, my authentic self. Okay, so detoxify your life. I can help you. And I can help you with suggestions on, healthy products, healthy detergents, healthy cleaners. One of my favorite cleaners is the Better Life cleaners instead of Windex, and just for wiping your counters or cleaning your floors or your bathrooms. They have a whole line of products. I think it's betterlife.com. I use Ecos laundry detergent, and there's laundry detergents now that you don't even have to buy the plastic container, and I think those are really the way to go, so we don't end up with so much plastic in the landfill. The earth is so important to me, and the New Earth energy is about being conscious of your effect on the earth, not trashing the earth with plastics, not trashing and polluting our water systems with chemicals in the laundry that are getting filtered out of your laundry into the earth. I could go on and on. This is I say I don't want to get on a soapbox, which is really like pun intended there. It's literal, talking about soap. But I'm very passionate about this. Very, very passionate about living a clean life, living a life that respects the earth and respects your body and your ability to heal, and how much fullness and fulfillment and joy and good feeling physically you can experience when you do make these healthy changes in your life. Okay. I was like, ooh, I can feel myself getting very passionate there, which is good. So what we get is our last card from this deck. Hi, Mahima. Oh, I love this. This makes me happy. Use your gifts and talents. Use your gifts and talents. 1, the self. What is unique to you? What are you all about? What are you here to offer? 6, artistic and healing and nurturing and gardening and photography and cooking. Whatever it is that you can do to contribute. 6, being here to be of service. What is unique about you that you can use, that you can share, that can help you to be of service to the world? Because this new earth energy is really about being authentically you and contributing your unique gifts and talents to the whole as a community. Because everyone is here with unique gifts and offerings to share. And when we all operate from our unique puzzle piece shape, the true shape of who we are, we fit in perfectly and we create this beautiful puzzle of humanity. So I'm like seeing comments and I'm trying to focus. Sorry, Mahima, I'll have to read it later. Okay, use your gifts and talents. One of my absolute favorite cards. And my favorite color happens to match my pom-pom. Fireball fuchsia, as they called it at Kinko's Copies back in my college days. Very passionate color, and I'm very passionate about my gifts and talents, and I'm very passionate about helping others discover, hone in, and celebrate their gifts and talents and use them and share them with the world to be of service. Use your gifts and talents. Your talents and gifts are unique to you. You were born with them because they are inherent to your life's path and soul's mission. The feeling of joy you receive when you are expressing these natural abilities is an indicator that you are in alignment with your truest self. Expressing yourself in this way can make a positive contribution to the lives of others. Offer your gifts and talents to the world. They are meant to be shared and received. Use your gifts and talents. This is what we get. It's absolutely perfect for me, being that I've got the entire month of October. I'm dedicating it to my works, to booking sessions with you beautiful people. So I'll be using my gifts and talents all throughout October. This is definitely what we get. This may be the only live stream I do for October. So this being what we get for the entire month, potentially. Use your gifts and talents. If you don't yet know what your gifts and talents are, or if you need a boost in confidence about your gifts and talents and how you can incorporate them into being of service to the world, or even just bringing you personal joy, I'm here to help you discover those through your numerology and through working with your higher self and your team of guides, which only wants to support you in your expansion, evolution, and fulfillment and joy. Okay, so let me just recap before we go to our blessing to remember and our challenge to embrace. We have a challenge, but it isn't a problem. So get excited. Get excited to meet the challenge. Know that you have everything you need, like the seed. Remember, October being a 10-month, 1, new beginnings in self, 0, the seeds of potential. You have everything like that seed. Have everything contained within you. I've mentioned several times that when I was 16, I said to my best friend Tammy at the time, she's still one of my best friends, I shouldn't say that. I said to Tammy, I'm going to write a book one day and it's going to be called It's in You. Because I knew, even at 16, that we have everything we need. We come here with the gifts and talents in our little backpack. We're set up. We have a mission. We have a destiny. We have an opportunity to be of service. We're here to explore and get to know ourselves, to know thyself. and to share ourselves, our full, authentic, beautiful, heart-based self. Remember, we are operating from the heart. The 6th is asking you to center yourself in the heart. That 1 can go ego. So be self-aware. Is my ego in charge? Is my ego doing the driving, or is my heart? Because we never want the ego to do the driving. The ego only knows how to crash into brick walls. Trust me. So we have a challenge. We need to get grounded about it. We need to be very practical about it. Practical in how we can make progress to meet the challenge. We need to let go of what's holding us back so we can continue to move forward towards meeting that challenge. That's where Detoxify Your Life comes in. So what negative beliefs am I holding on to? Where's my resistance? What's keeping me in a loop of spinning my wheels instead of moving forward? And I can help you with that, of course. And what we get, once we clear out the resistance, the negative beliefs, we're really meeting the challenge of being our authentic selves, which that comes with the territory that when we are operating from our authentic selves, we're going to want to share who we are, our gifts and talents with the world, which is so beautiful and fulfilling. I'm here to tell you, because I live that and I love that, and nothing makes me happier, truly. So let's go to our blessing to remember and our challenge to embrace. If I can shift these cards over, I might have to move them. I might have to move them. I wanted to show you guys I'm wearing the Breathe tank top today because everything is so much calmer and more settled that I felt what an appropriate top to wear today. All right. Our blessing to remember from my Zen Blossoms Flowering Intuition cards. Enlightenment, and that is actually the same tulip that is on the back of these cards. Now, most people don't see a tulip from this view, and the reason why I picked the word enlightenment is because this truly is the bird's eye view of the tulip. Enlightenment being broader perspective, higher self, bigger picture, zooming out, zooming above, looking at things from all the way out from this expanded view. So that's why I picked enlightenment. Also, seeds of knowledge, seeds of enlightenment. Those are not seeds, but they looked like apple seeds to me. And the light within us, enlightenment, tapping into the light, the truth of who we really are. That's what we are, is love and light. So, and also wholeness, because it was perfectly circular. It made me think of wholeness, enlightenment, being enlightened into the fullness of who you are, the bigger picture of who you really are, which is so heart-centered. So enlightenment also goes with the 9 energy that we're just shifting out of for September. So have you taken the opportunity that September has offered to zoom out in your life, see the bigger picture? Where do you want to go? What do you need to let go of? Have you tapped into the fullness and the wholeness of who you really are? Have you seen ways that you can shift your life by looking back at the bigger picture of where you've gone in life and maybe things that were not leading you to the reality you prefer? Zooming out and looking back at patterns, looking back at how supported you've been throughout your whole life. It's important to look back and see that you have been supported and carried through life. That's why you're here right now. And that support doesn't go away. It's always there. And especially when you tune in to that clear intention of wanting to love yourself and care for yourself and be responsible for yourself and heal yourself, that support magnifies. That clear intention is reflected back to you, because what you put out is what you get back. Always. What you put out is what you get back. We're living in a hall of mirrors, my friends. What you put out is what you get back. And that's really what karma is. Anyway, blessing to remember, you are an enlightened being. Broader perspective, the big picture can help you to see where you've been. Mercury Retrograde is asking us to reflect back on where you've been, the past. People might be coming back, like I said, from the past, old friends. We're reflecting on old relationships. So let that reflecting on the past give you enlightenment, knowledge, and wisdom on how to move forward and take things to the next level from 9 to 10. We're going double digits, my friends. Double digits from now on. Enlightenment. Blessing to remember, enlightenment. To me, this also represents being compassionate, seeing another person's perspective, not just your narrow ego perspective, seeing the whole picture, understanding how others are feeling. And that's what brings the Libra balance and the 6 balance of relationships. So knowing what's important to you, knowing your perspective, but also recognizing the other person's perspective, so that you are not steeped in your ego. Watch out for that one energy. I had a clear example of that one energy in my humor group today. Oh my gosh. I thought, oh, here we are. We're in the one energy for sure. I have a post about politics in the group. I used to allow politics to an extent in the humor group, but it got super dramatic and everybody was getting triggered. People were commenting political things, and boy, that would create an instant drama cloud, snowball. So I realized we just need to create a rule that says no politics, because the intention of the group is to be lighthearted, and politics are a heavy subject that tend to create drama in this group, and drama is not lighthearted, is not uplifting, which again, those are my intentions for the humor group. And I had someone today comment about my rule about politics, saying that I don't know what humor is I don't know what comedy is, and how politics are a huge part. Comedy is about every subject, including politics, and was very disrespectful, very, very disrespectful to me, very, very egoic to me in the group. And because 6 wants harmony, I didn't respond. I just recognized that energy is not a match to the group, and took care of it in the most non-ego, harmonious way that I could. So, recognize there may be some ego things that come up this month, but stay in your heart. Don't let that ego trigger your ego, because again, you don't want to crash into brick walls, which really was what that man did when he commented, because it didn't get him any further. He got blocked. That's the brick wall. You're not a match to the intention of the group, which is to be uplifting and lighthearted. Your comment was disrespectful. Your comment wasn't lighthearted. There's a vibrational discord there. Bye-bye. That's the healthy boundaries. Healthy boundaries. Respectful, but healthy. Respecting the group, respecting the intentions of the group, respecting myself, that was very talked down to. That's the healthy boundaries, but it doesn't need to be escalate into a big drama. It's just, bye, I'm sorry, we're not a match. Please, let me redirect you to something that's more along your frequency. All right. That's what brick walls can do. They can redirect you unless you just crash completely, and that's the end of that. But hopefully they're just dead ends that can redirect you. But that's his journey, not mine. So, challenge to embrace from our Love is Everywhere. Follow your heart meditation cards. Independence. There it is. There's the one energy. Independence. The one energy, and the word independence to me goes back to everything I've been saying. Self-care, being responsible for yourself, responsible for your healing, responsible for the health of your relationships that is founded in your own personal health and self-love. If you don't love yourself, if you're not coming to the table healed and whole, or working on healing yourself, the relationship, as a reflection, because what you put out is what you get back, is going to have unhealthy patterns. And that's where I'm bringing in healthy boundaries. So having a strong sense of self, which I can help you to do. Independence to me is new beginnings in leadership, standing tall, starting new, starting fresh. So can you stand tall on your own 2 feet? Do you have a strong sense of self? Are you living authentically the truth of who you really are, the fullness of who you really are? I can help you to get there. It's my specialty. Numerology is amazing that way, and so are the intuitive messages that come through when I connect with your energy field in a private session. All right, my friends, I also wanted to let you know I have new jewelry pieces on the website. They're healing crystal and gemstone pieces. So personal healing, doing something new for yourself, getting something for yourself, loving yourself with something that can help you to heal. You can check those out on the blissfulknowing.com under crystal and gemstone jewelry. I will be taking new pictures. 6 Energy is photography, and I love taking pictures of the jewelry out in nature. So I'll be doing that soon. But right now the photos are up there, but I want to add some new photos. So if you're interested in working with me one-on-one in a private session or having a healing Reiki session, the blissfulknowing.com, or maybe you want to learn about your numerology through a written reading, the personalized numerology reading, instead of doing the phone session. The phone session, we do cover your numerology, but we do an overview, and then you can always purchase the personalized numerology reading, which is about 10 pages of written content about who you are on a deeper level. So I'd love to connect with you. I do have available to counsel you. Please do be in touch. The blissfulknowing.com. All of the decks, like I mentioned, that I've used are on the blissfulknowing.com as well. I will link it below. I so appreciate your comments, and I want to say hi to everyone who's watching the replay. Please say hi to me. I love to meet you. I love to know that you're part of this healing community. 6, again, being healing and community. 1 being about new. I'd love to expand and have new people be part of this beautiful healing community that we have been creating for many years now with these live streams. I don't know when I'll be back. I'm going to continue to find balance with the 1, self-care, and the 6, healing. Planning to do a lot of work, like I said, so we will see if I will be back another day this coming month, October. But if you are in my group Jory's live stream library, which I will link below, you will always be able to be notified when I'm coming back for a live stream. And I will also archive all of my live streams in Jory's live stream library for you to go back to my friends. If you contact this live stream, multiple times over, because there's so much to unpack here, and I really want to feel into energy and then feel back in your life. There's just so, I know that there's so much enlightenment and content in this live stream for you to benefit from, but it's a lot to take in at once. So listening over and over, you're going to hear new things, and as you evolve through the month, you're going to relate to other aspects of this live stream as they resonate more thoroughly, more palpably is a better word, with you. So I will see you next time. Thank you so much, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye, friends.